Good times, good times. What's going on, guys? How you going? Welcome to the stream if you're listening. There are 0 viewers, love to hear ya. Alright, let me see who's in chat right now. There it is, the free giraffe. Free giraffe Zapsipper Water Terror. Absolute menace of a Pokemon, that is. I think you gotta be careful because... Oh, I think he went for the grass move. We'll see. Terra Water? Yeah, it always usually Terra's first turn. Yeah, it's probably going to go for a nasty plot Trick Room, perhaps. Oh, there's a U-turn. Okay, good. Very good. Alright, we've got Diego versus Jack. Here comes the Gargnackle called Thumper. Nasty Plot goes up, that's a free Nasty Plot for Goldengo, but we might see a Nasty Plot in return from a free Giraffe. Yeah, there we go. So they match each other's Nasty Plots, which is very good. Indeed, he's yet to move, but I might go for the Trick Room there. But I think Jack's swapped in correctly in the sense of having Gargnackle. Might be good with the Salt Cure into free Giraffe. What do you guys reckon? Alright, terrestrialization from Jack's side. He's the play that it needs to make. Knows what it needs to do. Alright, Soul Cure right into Indeedee because it did follow me. Which is some good enough chip damage, but the Terra Blast comes up. Probably going for the Gargnackle here, trying to catch out not being terrored. Goes to the Gargnackle, does just under half, but it does activate its Citrus Berry, or not, it's Oranga Berry rather. So it's boosted special defense. The Mecha Rain comes in, probably going to do a little bit to the Indeedee. Doesn't drop it though, but maybe did Diego want the Indeedee to go down? We're not 100% sure. But the Salt Cure actually gets the kill there, which is great. I imagine perhaps Diego might have the Torkoal coming in now. Perhaps if he did bring it, we're not sure yet. Oops, I didn't get the team sheet for Diego here, but I do have it now. Here comes Incineroar, okay. Another Fire-type Pokemon. Incineroar here providing some intimidates, perhaps maybe even a knockoff pressure onto Goldengo. The issue with Goldengo not terrestrializing is it's very prone to being hit for free, I guess, regardless. So you gotta be careful. It's great switching. But what does the free draft do? Does free draft just go for the expanding force here and try to get a kill on it? The protect is there. There's double protect there just to see, maybe stall out a bit of Trick Room, maybe just see what the Incineroar goes in for. The Flare Blitz obviously going into the Goldengo slot. Expanding force. I thought that might be the case. I don't know if it gets the kill on Gargnackle though because of the Moringa Berry boost. So we'll have to see here now. This is a tricky situation for Jack. He needs to maybe potentially stall out a Trick Room. Does he bring in the Arcanine to maybe just take a hit for free and maybe preserve the Goldengo here? Or instead maybe bring in the Rillaboom that might get a hit from Flare Blitz. But I can imagine the Rillaboom might be easy to live it. We'll see, we'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright. Because the Soul Cure, that's a very nice Soul Cure. It's going to do a little bit more damage. That's a critical hit. Probably that might be worth. The Flavors go into the Gerald slot. It's easy to live, just like I said. Gets Fake Out back on the field. It also gets the terrain nicely. Game of inches, this. Both these players mentioned they have seen each other on ladder a bit. The Soul Cure, is that enough because it's water type to get the drop? No, it doesn't. So, Fake Out's tricky, Protect's tricky. As you come in with the DD here. Oh no, the DD's gone. Alright, so that's a free Fake Out, if anything. The Incineroar comes out. Also resets, intimidates. Ursaluna comes in. Maybe for free? Fake Out comes in to free Giraffe. Gets a drop on free Giraffe. Now it's kind of tricky because Jack has free access to using grass type moves. Given that he's already Terra, he can probably one shot the recover onto Gargnackle. Very good recover. Just sitting there being annoying with the Soul Cures. Trick Room now is back. So it's gonna be careful now. Doesn't have any Trick Room setups anymore. Both of his Trick Room moms are gone. Incineroar's there, can provide a bit of Fake Out. We know that the Rillaboom can't protect. So you can imagine that perhaps they probably maybe want to target the Rillaboom, but I think Jack's in a kind of a favourable position at the moment, given that he still has 4 mons left and Diego only has 2. Find out, eh? Find out. Goes out. Here comes Arcanine, comes right in. Gets the attack drop onto both. Cool to see the Hisuian Arcanine get some play. Has had success in the past in Regulation Age, but lock off. Locks off its clear amulet. Not that it's not going to really matter as much now, but the Facade into the Protect. Unfortunate. But I think this first game, they're both kind of filling each other out. I think the Trick Room turns are quite crucial. I don't know if Diego was able to make the most out of him. And now I guess Jack's in a commanding position to, I guess, go for the Rock Slide here. Get both, do the heaps of damage actually to the Incineroar, might get a flinch. Let's see, eh? That Gargnackle's a problem. Just sits there. Just Salt Cures. Okay, it's not as much as I thought to the Incineroar. Parting Shot goes in. And Incineroar comes out. Oh, it doesn't. There's a Salt Cure. Oh, it doesn't still come out regardless. There's a Facade, very nice. Oh, it doesn't get the drop. But it's good information for Diego. I think Diego's probably fishing for some information to see how much things do in terms of damage-wise. Cure. Extreme Speed, Rock Slide. That was cancelled. Okay, I think Diego's got enough information now, but well played by Jack. Very, very well played. Yeah, let's see if we can see any adjustments made by either player there. I think maybe Jack might stick to his guns. Not his strongest lead that he can have. Well, he's got a team called Fun Sun. That would be fun. Alright, here it is. DD free drop. Same lead for Diego. And different lead for Jack here. Different lead for Jack. Would like to mention that's a nice shiny Gargnackle there. Very, very good. Alright. Oh yeah, we do see this often, the Ursaluna that has Yawn. Terra Electric, let me just double check what his set is. Spending Force. Ooh. Still does a lot of damage. I think he already procs the Moranga Berry there. Does a decent amount of damage onto the Ursaluna there. Here comes a Soul Cure right onto the Indeedee. Does the Indeedee go for the Trick Room here? Yeah, it does. I'd like to mention the Ursaluna's got leftovers set with Earth Power, Blood Moon, Yawn Protect. Not often we see the Hyper Voice anymore these days. Alright, now I wonder, what's the play here? Alrighty. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Does he want to get rid of that Indeedee? Oh, the free draft comes out because of the Yawn pressure. Not wanting to go to sleep right now. Because it's probably the most offensive option. Here comes his own Ursaluna. Does it come in for free though? That's the question. Indeedee comes out. Could be Incineroar here. Or Torkoal instead. He goes for the double switch. Here comes Torkoal. Love to see it. Soul Cure goes into that slot. It's a nice Soul Cure. Not super effective, rather. Not very effective. Incured. The Blood Mindo right into the Torkoal, which doesn't like that very much because now it doesn't have the eruption pressure at all. But the Torkoal does have Solar Beam, Weather Ball. It is also Assault Vested to the Torkoal, so be mindful of that. Alrighty. Now here's the question. Jack probably opting in to stall a bit of Trick Room there. The Torkoal does come out though. We might get a Farigiraf come back in. And if it does come back in, oh, this is very tricky now. Because he gets a free switch in. Gets an absolutely free switch in. There's Protect. Alright, now.
Alex, gym.
Yeah, there's a Soul Kill there. Coming in. Alrighty. Yeah, I think Jack needs to make an adjustment here. Or perhaps maybe get the terrain back. So this is tricky. Because you either get hit really hard, get terrain back, or you don't. Here comes Gerald. Gerald Misha, the Rillaboom. Hey, what's going on, TYM? We're just running a league challenge at the moment, competitive Pokemon with Scarlet and Violet. I've got 25 players here today that are playing at the moment. So, we've got the first matchup, which is Diego versus Jack. Both of these guys are trying to compete to go to World Tournament in Anaheim. Rather, sorry, San Francisco next year. Alright, here's a Terra. From the Farigiraf, we probably almost always see the Terra from Farigiraf as well. The Facade comes in. Is that enough to drop the Gerald? That it isn't. That's a very bulky Rillaboom there. Here comes the Terra Blast. We'll get the drop onto the Incineroar. Love to see it. But now there's still maybe 2 or 3 turns of Trick Room remaining. I can't confirm. Can't confirm whatsoever. Alright, Gargnax is the problem. Right, Sumpo comes in. provide some sort of pressure, I guess. But also has access to protect as well. Oh, bit of a glitch in the system there. But I think he's trying to figure out what mons old mate has left. So there's a white guard there, but you don't really need to white guard at all. The Blood Moon Ursaluna is also a threat in the back. But Ursaluna drops out and wants to get terrain back because it looks like he's going to go for the... it is very possible that he does go for the Expanding Force here and maybe calls the Gargnaxle not to wide guard because they most often don't, perhaps, but we're going to find out very shortly. I didn't see what Jack locked into. But this is a massive call and will change the outcome of the game if he's able to pull this wide guard off. And he goes for the Sulkir instead of the wide guard. There could be a nasty plot here, I'm not sure, but it goes for the Expanding Force. Probably enough to get the drop on the both, not enough, but it does a large amount of damage. Diego hoping that he could get the drop on both, but it wouldn't do as much. He needed to get a nasty plot off or whatnot, but he was yawned in the first stage of the game and now is being salt cured. Twisted Dimensions have returned to normal, however, now any game that a Trick Room player is able to get Trick Room twice in a game, they've pretty much secured the game, right? And this is what I believe that Diego is probably going to go for. He's probably going to go follow me in Trick Room to pretty much set up the end game. Perhaps. But there could be another play. Which I'm not sure, familiar what could be the other thing. Maybe resetting terrain. Maybe bringing NGD out, setting it up for late game, perhaps. And perhaps Trick Rooming with... Oh, there goes the Blood Moon instead. He doesn't go for the follow me. He got greedy. Go straight for it. Straight for it. Ooh, that's a big KO. Also with the recover as well. Punch on that faded. Okay, so there's Torkoal in the back. And what else in the back? Can't recall as much. Oh, there's Ursaluna, Blood Moon Ursaluna in the back. This is tricky. Very tricky. Could have been a play where I guess could have sacked a Torkoal. And then just Trick Roomed. But now it's interesting. Torkoal's going to go first. It has access to Solar Beam. I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it's enough to drop the Gargnackle. Unfortunately, because the Moringa Berry... Oh no, the Moringa Berry boost is no longer there because he swapped out. But still, I don't know if it's still enough. But we'll find out. There goes the Solar Beam, so... Solar Beam. Who's going to go into? Goes into the Gargnackle. Is it enough? Nah, I didn't think so. You're probably better off going into the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Soul Cure. Heal Pulse. That's nice. It's a nice play. It's a very nice play. But Earth Power comes in. Doesn't do enough for Indeedee, but that Heal Pulse is actually quite clutch, because now you can get it closer to... Or the Soul Cure. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, you want to... Alrighty. Now let's see what's the next play. Ready for the next battle. Anyway, anyone in chat, say hello if you're in chat, mate. Say hello. I know there's some lurkers in there. Alright, here comes the Ursaluna. Deck comes out. Ursaluna comes in. Double protect as well. Could have been an option for a heal pulse there as well again, once more. Here comes the Weather Ball. Right into the Ursaluna slot. Jack doing well to stall out these Trick Room turns, given his team is super bulky as well. He's actually doing a very good job staying on the field. Alright, there goes the Soul Q. Trick Room turns are counting down. I think Jack might have enough in the bag to stall out another turn or get it, but he's got to be careful. They're all on like just in red or orange HP. He's bringing in Rillaboom here to reset terrain and probably probably sack something. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the Eruption here and maybe the Headlong Rush. Or to Facade. The Weather Ball goes right into that slot, drops the Rillaboom. I think Jack is now kind of behind at the moment. And there goes the Facade, thinking that he might Terror or swap in maybe a Rillaboom in that slot there. Very good, very good. Alright. Thing has restored. This is tricky. Pokefolk gets soul cured, keeps getting cured. And now I think Diego has this in the bag. It's 3v1. Like I mentioned before, if you're able to set up Trick Room twice in a game, you pretty much guarantee the game. Just protect there. Just to stall out the turns. Here comes Diego comes out with the Torkoal. Brings in the Indeedee, just to be on the safe side, because it does provide a follow me option later on. Given that this Ursaluna doesn't have Hyper Voice, that's the issue with these Ursalunas. They don't have the spread move that can do damage on both sides, where it used to have it, and it's having the Yawn instead. This is going to be about to be 1-1. Yeah, Diego's going to win this game, I'm pretty sure. He just follow me's and headlong rushes off Facades. Yeah. Yeah. He's done well. Like I said, with Trick Room teams, if you're able to set up Trick Room twice a game, you pretty much guarantee the game for yourself. And that's what Diego was able to do, because you can't stall that two rounds. There it goes. And here comes the Facade. Alright, we're going to go to game 3. This will be exciting. Two heavyweights going at it. Righty. I think Diego probably sticks to his guns. Didn't need Annihilate or Incineroar that last round. You could question whether he needed the Torkoal or not. It didn't really get much out of the Torkoal, and Diego might have figured it out. But both players are quite smart and they'll know what to do, and they figured each other's spreads out as well. So here comes the Farigiraf and the Indeedee as always, and we get the set game 2, repeat of the leads. Repeat of the leads. Okay, Psychic Seeds there. Very nice. Very nice. We have the Is he cheeky enough? Is he cheeky enough to get a nasty plot off here? Or sorry, not a nasty plot. Just goes for the expanding force just to get some damage off. Given this this game is based on who can be ahead in the damage, might be the case. We didn't see this the second game, but we did see the Yawn come out in the first game, and the Farigiraf being forced to swap out. Farigiraf did go for the expanding force that time, but it is nasty plot, so you do force it into position to actually come out, because it can be faked out as well now. So it's very tricky. It's very tricky, because that Farigiraf slot can be doubled as well, and you pretty much have to probably sack something. If Torkoal's in the back, it's probably the best case scenario to sack that. But the Yawn is so tricky, dude. You can also U-turn out to fake the fake out, if that makes sense. You know, that could be a call as well for Jack to get ahead. I'm not 100% sure. But I think Jack might try call something here. Because if you just go for the expanding force, you actually do so much damage as well. But your free draft's asleep. Free DD comes out. Could be Ursaluna here. Yep, it is. The fake out, okay. Oh, he didn't swap out. He went for the hard call there, unfortunately. He did get a free switch in into, oh, I wouldn't say so free, but somewhat free switch in with Ursaluna. Did pay its taxes coming in. Free draft is now asleep, unfortunately. Now it's some sort of a target as well, but he hasn't taken a guaranteed turn of sleep yet. So I think free draft stays in the field to try get a first turn wake. Try like burn its turn of sleep. I like your shirt. Here comes the Arcanine. Just provide some offensive pressure and maybe nullify a bit of the attack as well. So the Arcanine comes. Headlong rush comes straight into, ooh, and the Arcanine just comes and goes. Kind of like last game where they terrestrialized. Sorry, not terrestrial. Yeah, the Terra Water Freeze Rock, Terra blasted that slot. So Arcanine hasn't got much usage in either game, either the second or third game. He did get much usage in the first game. The Blood Moon comes out, goes into the Ursaluna. It should be enough to drop it, which is kind of scary now because you do let a Farigiraf burn one turn of sleep. And now you gamble, right? Does Farigiraf wake up? Or does Diego swap in the Indeedee to get Psychic Terrain back? Or Jack could also wide guard to prevent that as well. So it's a tricky situation. I think the play might be is that Ursaluna might protect here to burn a turn of Trick Room. He may have to Terra here. Doesn't have to Terra actually, in my opinion, but can. Let's find out. There's a lot of plays that can be made here. There's a lot of variants of different plays, which I'm not sure, but I'm sure both these players probably make better plays than I would. Terra Grass. Okay. We haven't seen this before, but here it comes. Not wanting to take an Earth Power, not wanting to take, I guess, a Salt Cure, and we get a Terra as well from Jack's side. It's going to be that Big G Gargnackle. Very nice. Protect is up. Solar Beam. Oh, it's going to hit. I thought it was going to go in right into the Protect. Oh no, it did go into the Protect rather. Oops. Rough nut. There goes the Soul Cure into the Farigiraf slot. Do we get a first turn wake up here? Or do we get... okay, so that's one turn burned. And there's probably 1 or 2 turns of Trick Room left. I wasn't keeping count. Let's see if Jack shows us. No, he doesn't. Alright. Now it's kind of an awkward position because now there is a high chance of that Farigiraf now kind of waking up. You've left it on the field for long. It still has a +2 boost on his special attack. And I'm pretty sure that it would KO anything that's probably going to come in now if it went for the expanding force. You might see... No, it went for the Solar Beam instead. The Solar Beam goes right into the Rillaboom slot, perhaps. Or maybe go, no, it's going straight. Oh no, it's going right into the Rillaboom slot, correct. Doesn't do... Ooh, just do this a little bit. That's a decent amount of chip. But now you've got a turn where Farigiraf could be very cheeky. Oh, that's 2 turns of sleep. Okay, it's guaranteed to wake up next turn, right? That yawn is so OP. But you also have the option of now Diego having to call maybe to bring the Indeedee in and then just go for the expanding force. But you've also got to watch out for the wide guard as well and the Rillaboom hitting. Yeah, it's just 2 turns of sleep now. The Twisted Dimensions have returned. The Diego can be cheeky here and go for the Trick Room and bring in Indeedee, but you've got to be careful. that of the fake out pressure. Does he not have Indeedee left? I can't remember if he did. I thought he might have. Ooh. I was sure as hell the Indeedee was still alive. Solar beam, yeah, right into the.
Do you have his team sheet?
Yeah. Free draft did wake up. Does it go for the trick room? Oh, it flinched now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's predicting swapping with Ursaluna coming in. But still, it still hurts hard. Yeah. That's a bit tricky, isn't it?
Now he just gets the U-turn.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, he just gave up a +2 special attack.
That's fine.
But he brings in Indeedee here to get terrain back, and perhaps goes for maybe an eruption or something of some sorts.
He's a wide guard.
Does have wide guard. He's never clicked it yet.
He's never clicking wide guard.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to grid them.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder. Here comes the big boy Ursaluna. Solkyo comes in, run to the Indeedee slot. And now Solar Beam again. Just going straight for Solar Beams non-stop. Bested Solar Beam, little Torkoal just doing its best. Sensu. Oh, that's a lot of day. Okay, I guess Solar Beam was the right option in that. He hit that slot 2 times, and then he actually brings in the Ursaluna, gets dropped that time. He was so committed to hitting that slot. What's up, Lep Green? You're so beautiful. That's all I have to say. How you going? Yeah, he's got Farigiraf left, and he's still got Ursaluna left. I think he's still got... Yeah, he's still got Ursaluna left. No, he doesn't. Does he? Can't remember.
I think it was KO.
Okay. Okay. See, I wonder if bringing in Indeedee that early was a bit of a mistake, but anyway, here comes the Heal Pulse. Very nice. Get that. Torkoal's in such a strong position. But you need to make use of your sun. Yeah, you have to. You need to get terrain back.
Unless weather expires.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he's finally clicked the move, the funny move. Does he call it though? If he calls it, it's a big call. If he calls it, it's a big call.
You win the 1v1 if you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, wait, the guard was never recovered.
It does have recover. Yeah, yeah. That's the only problem.
Maybe he's already lost.
Okay, Torkoal comes out. Farigiraf comes in. Okay. Maybe the heal pulse was on. Ooh. Fair enough, he's called it. He's called it. But yeah, follow me instead. Okay. What did he go for the U-turn? Yeah. Yeah. He prefers sun, I guess. Yeah.
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 Target equals us.
Yeah.
Rilla's dead.
Yeah. He's still got... Yeah.
He might die to you.
Yeah, that's also tricky too. Also tricky. Let's find out.
He does have a run. AB.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky, man. Ooh.
One of my days. That was close.
So cute. Eruption. Oh! Alright. The battle of the century. The battle of the century. Rillaboom versus Gargnackle. Oh, the Morangaberry. The Morangaberry comes in. This is tricky. Comes down to the turtle and the ancient pyramids of Giza. That comes out. Stall a bit of the sun, get a bit of heal back. Clear Smog is an interesting play. Set yourself up. Oh, this is such a play. This is such a game. Salt Cure. Clear Smog. So the only attacking move that Gargnackle has is the Salt Cure. The Clear Smog is nice because you can slowly start to hit a bit harder. The grass has disappeared though, which is a bit of a problem for the Torkoal. You can imagine the Weather Ball coming in now, but also the Protect also from Thingo. This is so tricky. A crit wins in the game. Ugh. It's getting low. Recover a smart play. So recovers first. Get it back to straight, juicy, full HP almost. If not all. Here comes the Weather Ball. You need a big crit here. Let's see how much it actually does. Oh, that's not enough. I think that's game. Because you just sit there protecting, recovering. And looking like Jack's going to take the set. What an amazing turn of events for either player. And Diego recognises it, not wasting any time. And Jack Lloyd gets the win. Congratulations to Jack. We'll see you for the next game. Alright. Just to remove any confusion there, Nathan's going to play as me, as ImLordKai in-game. So that's Nathan. He's going to use his team. It is... When I get a chance, when it comes up, the preparations are complete. But actually a fun team. He's got this Sand team, Extra Drill, Tyranitar, Sneasler, Hatterene, Corviknight, and Indeedee, male. Christian's got also a fun team with Incineroar, Rillaboom, Volcarona, Electabuzz, Sneasler, and King Gambit. So, interesting matchup here for either team. I can see the Sand definitely coming through, which actually has a lot of play against what Christian's goes up against. There is also a Trick Room perhaps mode where Hatterene can be there in some sense. Whether it comes up or not, this Corviknight kind of can just be that stall, that like kind of that Gargnackle in the previous game as well. But we'll let the experts do the talking and do the actioning. So. Check 1, 2, alright. Nathan versus Christian, let's get it going. Straw and Sneasler comes out for Christian, great lead, and Tyranitar and Corviknight comes out for Nathan's side. Corviknight taking a lot of real estate on the screen at the moment, but that's okay. Intimidate comes off, the Mirror Armor drops back onto Incineroar. Sandstream is now up as well. The Sneasler, the items on the Sneasler, let's figure it out. It's not a sash, I don't believe. It is. Grassy Siege. The Sneasler has a Grassy Siege, Close Combat, Acrobatic, Sword Stance, Protect, Incineroar has Ghost, Citrus Berry, Fake Out. And you can see the rest of the ones on the team selection there for Nathan. Does he want to bring his own Sneasler in? Or does he want to start setting up with the Corviknight? That's the question. Corviknight does have access to the bulk up as well. Does have taunt. And out comes the Incineroar. Has done its job in setting up the sand. The Sneasler comes in. Fake out comes into Corviknight. Looking close that the Sneasler might get a free Swords Dance here. That's very big. Sets it up for the game. And the Corviknight flinched. So very calculated play by Christian there. Both Sneasler are going to get hit. Also the Incineroar by the sand debris. And now this is the interesting part. Which Sneasler is going to be faster or which Sneasler is going to win the speed tie. Does threaten close combat on perhaps the Incineroar. That's the one tricky thing. We also protect to see what might come out from the Corviknight, from the Incineroar. The Brave Bird is actually quite good into the Sneasler here. Incineroar does come out, not wanting to take a close combat, just preserving itself, and which Rillaboom comes in. Shiny Rillaboom, very nice. Alright, now the Unburden gets activated for Sneasler on one side. The Unburden hasn't been activated on Sneasler's on Nathan's side, so which means we can guarantee that Christian Sneasler is going to go first. Close combat right into the Corviknight slot. It's very brave and it gets the kill. Is that a crit? Probably not because of the Swords Dance, but that's a lot of damage. And drops the Corviknight, a big piece of Nathan's team goes down. Not being able to be a war for anything longer. Rillaboom comes in for free. This kind of leaves Nathan behind, but I think he can figure something out to get ahead. Or level the game, per se. Alright, now this is going to be a speed thing, I think, if he does decide to bring the Indeedee in. Reset the terrain in his favour. Perhaps maybe target that Sneasler as well. But did Christian account for that as well? Did he protect and maybe hit the Sneasler instead? We'll find out. Not yet. Oh, bit of a dead turn. Okay, I thought there was something happening in that turn. I missed the whole protect. Alright. So, there's a question. There's Incineroar in the back, which, you know, can swap in as well. Expanding Force is also there. They can hit both targets, but it won't hit the Incineroar. So I think you've got to be really careful what you lock into here. They also have After You, which is quite cool. And just to note that the Indeedee is Choice Scarf, so it's probably... oh, here comes the Rillaboom comes out. Incineroar probably most likely to come in. Drops the Sneasler's attack on both sides, on both ends. Diaclaw comes in, maybe get a status condition here out of it. Ooh, Paralysis is big. Much prefer it to sleep, but the Paralysis is quite good, and the Expanding Force goes ahead and actually going to drop the Sneasler. Very nice. Paralysis is very handy because it makes the Sneasler go after the Indeedee. Alright, it's a bit of a car crash that. Alright, so you can imagine the Rillaboom probably coming in here now to set up to reset the terrain, gives double fake out pressures, perhaps a knockoff from Incineroar. Tricky. Tricky. Does the Rillaboom have high horsepower? It does. The Tyranitar... It's interesting to see the Tyranitar without the little fella. Drawbar. Excadrill. Alright. There he comes out. He's kind of leveled the playing field a bit, but he wants to probably retain his terrain for later stages. There's a lady outside taking a photo of us. There's some girl outside taking a photo. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, congratulations, mate. Legit. Alright. Right, zero. It's tricky situation now. No Tyranitar, and now you've only got your Indeedee and your Sneasler. You do maintain terrain for this round. There could be a chance where Christian brings the Rillaboom out to preserve his own grassy terrain, but close combat's looking very dangerous now into the Incineroar, however. And there might be a what's a Terror on the Indeedee? Is it Terrifying? Terra Psychic. The close combat should drop the Incineroar. Oh, it doesn't! Oh, you can only think. Oh, and it procs its Citrus Berry as well, so it's able to go and hit unless he double that slot. With Terra Blast, I think he's doubled it, which is smart. Don't let the Incineroar go. There could be a high horsepower here from the Rillaboom, or the Wood Hammer instead into the Indeedee. It's going to get close, it's going to drop it. And now it's the Sneasler versus the Rillaboom. Sandstorm is gone. Let's see his last mine, Volcarona. Okay, Christian's in the driver's seat here. And you think that Terra might help, I'm not sure. A Diaclaw, you gotta go for the Volk here, but at the same time, it's very tough. Alright, that's actually my character terrestrializing. Terradark, you don't get much use out of unless you do. You just kind of prevent your weakness to from the high horsepower. Diaclaw knocks out the Rillaboom. Okay. Now you just attack here. You don't have to go for the Quiver Dance. You go for the Heat Wave. You might have a chance of missing or burning. Oh! Oh! And his Sneasler, I don't know if it has Swords Dance. I think it does. No, it doesn't have Swords Dance. So you can hope for the Diaclaw kind of sleep. And you can restore with the grassy terrain, so you might be alright. So you got to go for the Diaclaw. You have to go for it. You have to go for this. You have to hope for the sleep. Got to do it. Just do it. Christian protects here. I think if he's got Protect on the Volk, he just protects. Oh, he goes for the Dark Claw there. Not enough to get the sleep. No, nothing. Terra Blast, that's enough. Style point. Oosh. That's game one, yeah. It's a good game though. It came down to the last two mons, but jeez. Burn. But I feel like Nathan still played well regardless of the adversity. Losing that Tyranitar, just like for nothing, was kind of tough for him. In my opinion, but don't know the speed interactions between both Sneaslers at the moment. We do know that if kind of can't let the Sneasler get a Swords Dance up for free. That's one thing that kind of hurt. Alright, now we get to see the extra drill come into play. It didn't come last game, but it's the same lead for Christian at the beginning. The Corviknight didn't get much play. It looks like that Nathan wants to get some damage off really quickly. And looks like extra drill is probably the way to go here. It's actually a really good position. But you got to be careful that the fake out is also there, and there could be an option where the Swords Dance might be tricky, or the close combo, they just double the extra drill, get rid of it. So both players exuding a lot of offensive pressure here on either side. I tell you the extra drill will probably go first if it doesn't get faked out. If the extra drill is Terra Ghost, that's also a problem for Christian, because he may or may not commit to it per se. Let's find out if it is. Extra drill is Terra Stella instead, but it's the Tyranitar that's going to opt into the flying Terra at the moment here. So that's tricky because he does have Terra Blast, and the Sneasler protects. So you can imagine that if he Terra'd here, he might have just targeted the Sneasler instead. The Iron Head right into Incineroar, which is very interesting. Maybe predicting a swap in, but the flinch is big. No need for fake out, and they actually double the Incineroar, probably predicting a Rillaboom switch in, so the Unburden comes in for Sneasler perhaps. But we know that now. It's an interesting play. It's an interesting play. What did he try to cover there with the Iron Head? He tried to cover. You don't really cover anything if you Iron Head that slot. You should have probably just gone for the. All right. Now. Now let's see. Does he opt in to actually go for a super attacking move on either side? The Sneasler didn't come for Nathan here, but the Corviknight's still here. The Christian does withdraw the Incineroar. We might see a Rillaboom here. And here it comes, which will proc the Seed for Sneasler, making it probably faster. Just to confirm that the Excadrill does have Sash, which is very good. Tyranitar does come out, and you might see the Corviknight. Christian does go for the Terra. It's going to be the Terra, whatever that Terra is. Flying. Terra Flying to probably not get hit by the high horsepower. The Swords Dance is there. This might be a free Swords Dance as well. This might be a very, very free Swords Dance as well. It goes for the Iron Head though. But we know now the speed interactions that Sneasler is the fastest thing on the field. There's also fake out pressure as well. Whether Nathan needs to bring in the Indeedee here to not get faked out and try to get a hit on something rather. Is the question. Extra Drill you don't get much use out of Extra Drill here. So it's kind of a dead piece at the moment. There may be a play where Indeedee does come in to not get faked out, but Christian has the offensive pressure here. Lots of offensive pressure here at the moment. So he can actually ignore the Excadrill. He can ignore the Excadrill and go for that slot of where the Indeedee is. Fake out though, not going to do anything because of the terrain. And close combat. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. I imagine that he ignored the Excadrill because it doesn't do much here and just go for that slot. Because he did know that he could knock out the Corviknight in first game. So a big piece for Nathan gone there. The Iron Head comes in. Oh, it does it at a high roll. Is that a crit? Oh, I don't know what that was. Must have been a low roll game, the first hit. That's big. That's big. But it's also okay. It's big, but it's also okay. Here comes Corviknight. Yeah, Toronto. Is there a use of taunting? I'm not sure, but goes for the extra drill does come out. And the T-Tar will now come back in. The Rillaboom does come out because I believe Christian wants to control terrain by the end of the game. The Volcarona comes in and we might see a Volcarona start to become very powerful and start to set up. Fake out, hits the Corviknight. Fake out does work on flying wands. Corviknight does flinch. Some people do forget that interaction. And the Corviknight basically comes in for free. Takes a bit of chip damage from the Sandstorm. And Taranta also being hit by its own Sandstorm. Terra Blast is actually quite nice here. It's always a Rock Slide. You hit both sides. The Brave Bird also does a lot. The Taunt is interesting because you don't want maybe the Volcarona to perhaps set up. Because the Volcarona, in my opinion, does have Quiver Dance. It's tricky. It's tricky. This turn's a bit of a nothing turn for either Mon, we'll find out. I think the bulk, oh, the Protect is very good. I think he's called it something. Get the Taunt from into the Corviknight, okay. It's interesting. The Terra Blast into the Volcarona. Christian. Not allowing the Corviknight to bulk up, thinking that he would. Now it's in a position where you have to probably think about the Incineroar, or maybe the Volcarona now as well. The Volcarona is free to actually Quiver Dance. It's very free to Quiver Dance here. And probably set up for the end game. The Heat Wave instead, just going for the offense. The Corviknight takes a lot from that. Does proc its berry, which is citrus. And the parting shot goes right into the Incineroar as well. Incineroar coming out. And Rillaboom coming in. Very good, very good. Terra Blast can attack either slots, will be super effective. He went for the Rillaboom slot though, very good. Doesn't get the kill. Doesn't get the kill. The Brave Bird might come and clean it up, but it goes for the Volcarona instead. One shot it, that's a big hit. That's a massive hit into the Volcarona. You would imagine if the Volcarona went for the Quiver Dance that first turn instead of going for the Heat Wave, we would have got the kill on the Corviknight there. It's a big turn, here comes Incineroar. Going to get his own attack dropped. There is fake out pressure though on either side, but nothing is really providing so much offensive pressure. That Tyranitar is happy to hit either or. The Corviknight can hit either or. I think Nathan's identifying the problem as to being the Rillaboom the problem. And someone's going to get faked out, which is going to be that Tyranitar. The Woodhammer comes out into the Corviknight, not going to do enough. Resists it a lot. The Tyranitar flinched. The Brave Bird comes in, right into the Rillaboom. And now the turntables. The Volcarona kill was so big. I had imagined, yeah, if Christian went for the Quiver Dance instead of the Heat Wave, he could have got game. Because he would have been faster than the Corviknight and would have probably knocked out with the Heat Wave then. The battle was cancelled and we go to a third game. Very well game played by Nathan there. Love to see it. That's all. Who's Lord Kai? I'm commentating my own match. Alright, go to game 3. Right, just waiting for team selections here at the moment. And awaiting the team selections. Here it is, Hatterene. We get to see Hatterene for the first time into this match. This is a different lead. Nathan's been on a few different leads. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag in the game. I don't know what's going on. Now it's started. Intimidate drops off. This is actually a very good position for Christian here at the moment. He has fake out pressure. He also has super effective pressure. The Hatterene is a bit of an awkward position because it's going to go last. The Corviknight is also in an interesting position here, but it can go straight for the offense, disrespect whatever's coming from Incineroar's way. Can't also leave the Hatterene alone, or can you? That's the question. Does Hatterene go for the Trick Room instead? Alrighty. Terrestrialization from the Sneasler. Not wanting to take a super effective hit. Sword Stance is there. It has gone for a Sword Stance every single time, as I believed it had to. The parting shot into the Magic Bounce, which puts the Hatterene away. This is tech on its finest. The Hatterene comes out instead of the Incineroar. Yep, that's how parting shot works. And you kind of force maybe a free switch. I don't know who gets benefit out of this, to be honest. I know Christian knows his tech quite well, so maybe Christian did that on purpose, perhaps. Bravebird comes in, goes into the Sneasler, doesn't kill it, but the sand is there just enough. Not enough to drop the Sneasler there. And now Sneasler has so much offensive pressure. We might want to protect first to see if see if anything terrors here. The Rock Slide is also quite free. The Incineroar is in a pretty tricky position here at the moment, so we'll find out. Alright. Corviknight comes out. Not liking its position here at the moment. The Hatterene comes in. And the Terra comes from the Incineroar. Interesting. Close combat. Ooh. Well, it still does a lot of damage regardless. Still does so much damage. Incineroar does go into Taunt, which goes into Hatterene, and Hatterene taunts back. Hatterene with its causing a ruckus, and the Rock Slide drops. Wow. Interesting. Citrusberry procs. Tyranitar doing its best. The Hatterene hasn't actually attacked yet, just been there as a piece just to reflect it back. Kingambit comes out. This is new for Christian. We haven't seen Kingambit here before. But it's very good into this matchup, I believe. That's on the field at the moment. So Tyranitar kind of in an interesting position. The Dazzling Gleam to protect. Trick Room, there's options there for Hatterene. So Nathan still got his 4 Mons in play. Christian 3 Mons has lost his Sneasler due to the fact that the Incineroar did Terra. Corviknight comes in. Incineroar knocks off the Corviknight, or knocks off the Hatterene. Hatterene has the Life Orb, reducing its damage. The Sword Stance from Kingambit as well is big. Very big. Dazzling Gleam is enough to drop the Incineroar. That's actually a decent amount of damage onto the Kingambit there. And now Christian, down to his last 2 Pokemon. Brings out the Rillaboom. Controls the terrain for now. Has Fake Out pressure for now. can try to support the King Gambit as much as possible. Hatterene still has access to protect. Corviknight can bulk up. There's a few things. There's a few things that's happening here at the moment. Yeah, both players just thinking out their moves here. Don't want to lose position because I believe that Nathan's in a good position here at the moment. He's in a good position here at the moment, given that he has all 4 mons. Corviknight comes out. Indeed, he comes in, maybe willing to be sacrificed. Gets the terrain back for sure. The fake out not going to work at the moment. Swords Dance again! He's greedy! He's very greedy, but I think he understands the situation. The Dazzling Gleam is chipping away at the King Gambit here. There's no Trick Room. There's no Trick Room here, which means Indeed is the fastest thing here on the floor. Indeed, he can trick the King Gambit. The Dazzling Gleam is free. At the moment.
I told you, but I won. Okay. Thanks, mate. Jim and Alex.
There could be a funny tech where he goes for the after you and Dazzle Gleams, and then he just drops King Gambit. Perhaps. But then he locks into after you. There, yep, I see it. Yep. Oh, it protects. So there could be a... Thank you for the kind offer. Expanding Force. It's going to do a lot of damage onto the Rillaboom. It's a lot. The Woodhammer though, this needs to drop the Hatterene. And whatever comes in is going to be interesting because now that the Indeedee is locked into after you, so you might have to swap the Indeedee out. Tyranitar should be okay here actually, because you just do after you and Rock Slide. Or you do after you and you just single target the Rillaboom with low kick. And I think that pretty much wins you the game because Rillaboom's like so far down on its HP that it will drop to Sandstorm. This is such an interesting match. The Hatterene's been such a disruptor. Yeah, you just after you. There is a chance where he might double protect, which can be interesting. But I don't think Nathan has to think too much about this play. She does have a piece in the back just in case. Let's figure this out. Is there a way? Oh, that's already selected for a team. Oh no, he hasn't locked into his arm! He just after you into a switch to swap in. All he had to do was after you and low kick the King Gambit. That would have won him the game. But he's after youing the Rillaboom for whatever reason. And it would have us. Oh god. This might be the biggest throw. This might be the biggest throw. Oh shit. Look at that. Who's that again? Look at that. That was kind of... Yeah. Selfie, okay. Oh my lord, what is going on? This I died there. Oh, I thought it was an email. Okay. Wow. He protects. He has to protect King Gambit unless he doesn't have protect. That's no, it's male. Catch that clip. Oh my lord. All he had to do was after the All you have to do is after you the Tyranitar, low kick the King Gambit, Rillaboom dies to Sandstorm. Oh my lord, what happened? Let's see how we go, eh? Just testing my mic, make sure it works. Let's see how we go, eh? Right, we've got two newbies here. We've got Will versus Jonathan. This is going to be great. We see a lot of fun teams with on Jonathan's side. We've got Overkill, Driftwind, Hisuian, Decidueye. Good time. Love to see it. We've also got some Typhlosion shenanigans happening on Will's side. So I'm very excited for this match. Two newbies coming into the scene. Would love to see them grow and keep coming to tournaments. So have them on stream. It'll be fun. Something that they can memorize. They can have memories of as well. And yeah, so we go. I think the matchup might be quite good for Will here. Just having the Whimsicott and the Tyranitar just setting up Sun. He's checking out his mons here at the moment. Here we go. Now, LordKai is going to be Will because he's using my Switch 2s. Switch 1s cannot be put on Switch 2 docks apparently. So anyway, we have the Tyranitar, and then we have the Whimsicott with the Tinkaton and the Typhlosion. So I can kind of see what's going to happen here. There might be a Whimsicott set up Sunny Day, and the Typhlosion just go for the Eruption. We'll call it a day. The Tyranitar might want to swap out, but it can still take a hit, I believe. So it might actually can go for perhaps a knockoff if it does have access to that. Let's see. This Tyranitar does have Crunch, high horsepower, Ice Punch and Rock Slide, so the high horsepower might be good for the Tyranitar. Typhlosion does come out though, it doesn't actually go into the... And here comes the Dragonite, comes in. Tailwind is up, there's no Sunny Day. Thunderwave goes into the Dragonite here, just a bit of disruption, very, very interesting. This actually slows the Dragonite down so much. Shout out to Dragonite, you've got the Mega Evolution with the shiny blue, very nice. I can't wait to go home and play Legends EA. And just start playing ranked, it's so fun. I wish you could actually hit the other person's trainer as well. Because when you play the game, like, the trainers, they actually put up their fists. I wish I could just like put up my fists and fight too, that'd be so good. And if you watch when you play, they start like arcing up, it's fucking crazy. Hey, what the hell? Alrighty. Alright, the terrestrialization is going to come from Jonathan's side. It's great terrestrialization into the Tyranitar, into flying terror. Sunny Day does come up from the Whimsicott. The Gigaton hammer goes right into the Whimsicott. It would kill 10 Whimsicotts with that hammer, jeez. But at least the Whimsicott got something out of it. Loki comes out into Tyranitar, not going to do much because it's terrestrialized. And the Rock Slide, it's going to do a little bit of damage, if not, drop the Dragonite. Now Will down to his last two Pokemon, which was the Typhlosion and the Annihilate. He does still have Tailwind, but regardless of Tailwind, he'd still be faster anyway. So you'd wonder, what's the plan here? He did set up the Sunny Day here. He does have a free Eruption if he wants to lock that in, but he's also choice specs. So perhaps is the Eruption the play, or maybe going for the Heat Wave just in case he gets hit with something and reduces the attack for the Eruption. You kind of maybe want to if you want to set for late game, Heat Wave might be the play. But you also miss too. You might have a chance of missing. So you go Heat Wave and maybe with the Annihilate, maybe with a Rage Fist or something like that. Not Rage Fist, sorry. What does he have? Awful right. Here comes Overquill. Is the Intimidate Overquill? It is. But Annihilate gets a boost. +1 Annihilate now. Defiant. Ooh, Eruption was the play and it not spoke, which is very good. Sash is procced. Alright. Do we get in a bit of momentum back? Getting a little bit of momentum back. Here comes Tyranitar though. Now we have a full HP Typhlosion and a Decidueye. Oh, this is not looking great. If Decidueye had some sort of priority move, let's see if it does anyway. Very interesting. I can't recall if Decidueye had a priority move here to reduce the Eruption's attack. It does not, but the Eruption is going to go first, and this might be game. Decidueye, man, never stood a chance. And it's thanks to the, close combat. It's enough to drop the Tyranitar. There you go. Well played from Will. End up getting the momentum back from the first turn. But here we go. Gonna go into game 2. What adjustments is Jonathan going to make here? Need to find a way to not be behind on the speed-ish. Okay, here comes Dita. Afflosion. Alright, let's see. Kind of the same leads as before for both parties. I'd like to see perhaps this double that slot for the Whimsicott. I think maybe. But he's thinking about this again now. He's gone. I think Will's just gonna stay on the offensive now. And Tyranitar and the Tinkaton. Tinkaton might get a Terror as well if he wants to live something and just maybe hit the Typhlosion with something. The Sunny Day is also there. Moonglass is also there. Interesting. Okay, he's gone for straight offense. This could work against Will here if Tyranitar goes for the Rock Slide. The Sunny Day, it's not enough to drop the Tyranitar here. The Eruption comes out. We're gonna say goodbye to the Tinkaton. Tyranitar will stay. Oh no, Tinkaton's actually sashed. Forgot about that. Or is it not sashed? Oh, it is sashed, yeah, I was gonna say. Tinkaton Hammer, right into the Whimsicott, gonna drop the Whimsicott. And a single target Rock Slide will pretty much do a lot of damage, if not drop. It's got to hit though. Single target rock slide, yeah, it's gonna drop the Typhlosion. Okay, so who got the better out of that? Perhaps Jonathan, I believe. Perhaps. Alright, is Caladon? Okay. Drain Punch is freezing the Tyrantile, we might see it Terrestrialize, I'm not sure. Flash Cannon is also there. But we need to get rid of that Tinkerton just in case. We don't want it to get a free shot with like, you know, Gigaton Hammer or Thunder Wave or something like that. Find out. There goes a T-Wave. Onto Arcaladon. It's paralyzed. Close combat. Into Tyranitar, doesn't Terrestrialize either. Critical hit, won't matter. Flash Cannon into the Tinkerton. We'll drop the Tinkerton. And now both players are down to their last 2 mons. Down to the last 2 mons. With Sun still up, Overkill comes in, gets the attack drop onto Arcaladon, not gonna matter. But it will matter with the Annihilate gets a plus, which gets a boost as well. Now the Drifblim is actually going to be very offensively strong into the Annihilate, knowing that it doesn't have Taunt. Which is interesting. The Arcaladon can be the Rage Fist. Oh, it's faster. Not unburdened. Oh, Drifblim takes it. Takes it like a G. The Crunch comes in into the Annihilate, almost gets the kill. The Air Slash will drop the Annihilate, and now it's 2v1, but we'll see what the Arcaladon locked into and goes into. You think maybe the Overquill. And here it comes, the Electric Shock of a lifetime. It does have the Herb. And the Power Herb is just enough to drop the Overquill. Very good, very good. That's 1v1. A full health Arcaladon versus a low health Overquill. This has been a fun game. Glad of both players. The game's Air Slash comes in, might get a flinch. And it does it. The Thunderbolt just drops the balloon, pops the balloon rather, and it gets a crit for its troubles. Well played to both players. Love to have both players come again, but that was a fun game. Love to see these fun teams come in. And there we have it. Will gets the win. That was a fun game, guys. Thank you. That's fun. That's fun to watch. Lots of offense.
Okay. I was so like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if you.
Alright, got an interesting matchup here between Martin and Yoav. Yoav well known to communities, as well as Martin, both incredibly good players. Now I didn't go too much into their teams, but we're going to find out now. Things are going to be looking like. Alright, we've got Yoav with the Goldie and the Rillaboom coming up. The Goldie is Grassy Seed, so it pretty much procs at me. got Mega Raid and Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot Protect. Rillaboom's got Assault Vest, Drum Beating, Fast Glide, Faker, High Ultra. I do see a lot of Drum Beating these days. I do see it. Instead of maybe the Wood Hammer. Maybe the Speed Drop is quite good. And we do see the Martin opting into for the Incineroar. The Incineroar has Intimidate, Safety Offers, Flare Blitz, Parting Shot, Fake Out. Knock off with Ghost Terror and Sneeze Blade, Terra Stellar with Unburdened, Focus Sash, Dark Claw, Close Combat, Protect, and Throat Chop. And here comes Terrestrialization, turn 1. On Terra we have Goldengo going in, going into Terra Water. Probably opting just to be the defensive side, maybe go for a free nasty plot while the Fake Out comes out into the Sneasler rather than the Incineroar. The Incineroar is gone for the knockoff. Great Terra over here, the nasty plot is free. Over now, this allows the Sneasler to actually hit the Goldengo though. Whether it survives a close combat, I'm not sure. It probably does, being so defensively sound. With the Grassy Seed as well, just to be mindful of that as well. The Arcanine is a nice little swap in as well, just to drop the attack a bit further for the Sneasler and the Arcanine, the Incineroar. The Suin Arcanine, we've seen it on stream once, we've streamed it again. This time we see it from Yoav's side. Darklaw comes in, she might get a status condition, does get the crit though, it's a big crit. The Flare Blitz coming into Arcanine, the crit's gonna matter maybe in the long term. Perhaps. Shadow Ball, very nice, into the Sneasler. Goes all the way. All the way. Arcanine restores its HP, Goldengo also restores its HP. Mineral. Leaf actually restores its HP with the Grassy Terrain. What comes in now for Martin? That is the question. Say that I pretty got lucky there with not being status condition. He'd rather probably take a crit than go to sleep rather. Martin's taking his time, comes up with his own Goldengo. Just very Osloon is crazy work. You're telling me. You're telling me. God. Just taking a photo. Here comes a Rock Slide, gets Incineroar, might pop a flinch or not. Parting Shot comes in. The Arcanine just providing a bit of disruption. Just checking out his options here at the moment. I'm on my phone, so there'll be no commentary for the time. That's okay. Scout Shot goes all the way. Alright, where are we at now? The crit on Dengo was so nasty, yeah, I believe so as well. But the Dengo's still holding in there. Well, he's, what's his name? Yellow Skull Dengo. Just trying to figure out, okay, how can I finish the game off here? We're already in the mid game. How can I figure out a way to disrupt Martin? Dragonite's gonna go first. There is a high horsepower here into Goldengo, but do you want to drop speed instead? I don't know, man. Protection Dragonite. Okay, just being there, just in there. Protect from Goldengo. Okay, Martin just scouting out what's happening. Figuring out what the Rillaboom goes for the drum beating there. Make it rain as well. Imagine a free nasty plot would have been insane if you went for that. But you don't go for that because you already nasty plotted up, so. Now these both Pokemon wide open to be hit. Grassy Terrain has now been disappeared. I'm probably opting not to reset his Grassy Terrain, so it leaves a Rillaboom in there. Wanting to get the speed drop onto Dengo. Tailwind comes up, ooh, very nice from the Dragonite. Very nice. Having that scale shot will increase its thing. That makes that Dengo go much faster. It's very well played. Oh, it doesn't drop the Dengo though, even though it's Life Orb. Dengo's so bulky, the drum beating though does come up. Drops the speed of the Dengo. And you see probably Yoav thanking his Goldengo to live that and just go for the Make It Rain and drop both. He would be extra close to the fight, so the extra HP was crucial for sure. He comes Incineroar. Now Martin down to the Incineroar. Drops the attack on both sides. And like, yo, I'm just gonna wrap this game up. Makes it rain again. Luna's also free there. The Rillaboom comes out, but he said it's fake out pressure. Just being safe. On the safer side. Just in case something would have happened. The Flare Blitz though comes up into the Earth Luna, doesn't do enough. And we're gonna see probably the Make It Rain get close. If not, drop the Incineroar. Yeah, sure. Yeah, excellent game from both sides for sure. And where the hell are you, mate? Why aren't you at the League Challenge? Mr. Torocat? Couldn't make it today, enough, fair enough. Big turnout today, 25 people. So I think you bring your Goldengo out as well early, and you play the game of nasty plotting first. Perhaps maybe a Goldengo Sneasler, maybe a Dragonite Sneasler, perhaps. Alright, Incineroar drops the attack on both. We do see a change from Martin's side. Is it a good adjustment? It could be close to being a better adjustment than the first time, but we just really get Goldengo. If it does get ahead, it doesn't look like it. True, you're definitely right about that. I agree with that. I agree. There we go, there's the Rillaboom and the Goldengo goes to the water type Terror there, very nice. The fake out, right, is Grunge Incineroar as well. Might see a free nasty plot here, there could be a Blood Moon maybe just to get some attacking pressure on, there could be... Yep, as I predicted, Blood Moon goes into there, it takes about 2/3. It might even get close to half if you can proper protect there, repivot, not get hit. And just to be mindful now, the Goldengo still has its life orb as well. Before it didn't when it got. Oh, sorry, it doesn't have a life orb rather. The grassy seed, very good. They get a big decision. Can't kill the Goldengo, it's so bulky. Box of protect there. As I had mentioned, yeah, and the drum beating. Oh, this might actually get pretty close. Halfway, okay. Drops the speed, which is quite nice sometimes. The Flare Blitz though comes in. It will do enough probably to get the Gorilla Boom gone. Is that a roll? A crit? Yes. Quite a big crit that one. Because I can believe that Yoa probably has his Gorilla Boom calc to leave the Flare Blitz. Perhaps. And just to be mindful now, this Ursaluna has Hyper Voice. We might see the Ninetales come in and provide a little bit of support. Blizzard support's quite nice. Icy Wind, maybe. Suin Arcanine might be nice. And Sin can one-shot Rillabooms and there's a lot of speed, so you never know. True. Does require Adamant some investment in Sin though. Yeah. I need to have a spread for my own bloody Rillaboom to see if you can live one Flare Blitz. I would love to live a Flare Blitz, eh? What position is interesting? Because now you just make it rain and you just rock slide. The vacuum wave. Blood Ursaluna just going down on its shield. The rock slide might get a flinch on Incineroar. It doesn't. The parting shot comes. Going to reset into his old Goldie, I believe. Here it comes. Oh, Dragonite instead. Hey, the Mega Rain comes in, breaks the multi-scale, drops the Ursaluna. You can imagine the Incineroar probably coming in as well now to provide some fake out pressure, and maybe Dragonite, maybe Scale Shotting, providing some Scale Tower support, not sure. Let's see. Here comes Incineroar. Incineroar. Alright, Goldengo. And Ninetales. Arcanine comes back. Swapping in is the Ninetales. Very common Pokemon these days, definitely in the top 8 of Pokemon, or top 6. Snow protect. The snow comes out. The protect comes in. Just getting some more grassy terrain heal. Fake out comes in today. It's a raw slot. You can imagine maybe the scale shot could have gone into the into the Ninetales. It doesn't affect because it's a fairy type. Oh my lord! Yo, I'm just playing out of his mind. And you now have Blizzard. You have Icy Wind. You have whatever under the sun. I think Blizzard does make sense. So sorry, Icy Wind does make a bit more sense. So you can get the speed drop onto the Incineroar and to the Dragonite, and you can just make it rain and call it a day. I think it's looking very dire for Martin here. I don't think this Terra is going to make a difference as much. The Icy Wind comes in, Dragonite avoids it. This could be scary actually. Perhaps Dragonite can hit the Goldengo before it goes. The scale shot might actually, oh, you need a couple of crits perhaps. Is there a crit there? No. Is there a crit here? No. Oh, that's a crit. With another crit. Ah, another crit. It's not enough. Ah, my lord, you need 2 crits there to get the win, to get the KO, unfortunately. Ooh, make it rain. Just gonna body both. My lord. It's the right play. It's the right play. Mr. did faint as well. Ninetales showing its tails, and it's looking still very tough. Now you have like a fast Ninetales that can just Icy Wind. I think it's Sneasler who's the last Pokemon. Sneasler won't have enough in the gas tank to do so much more damage. It is sashed, but you don't have any spread moves. The Diaclaw comes in, you might get a sleep. You do not, and the Blizzard's just enough to just get it to half and then make it rain. We'll finish it off. Yoav just collecting his coins. You actually win, miss to double shoulder go Yoav this chair raging, yeah true. Very well played by Yoav, just quite clinical, understanding the matchup, doing what he needs to do. And getting a big win over Martin, who's such a good player as well, so congratulations to both players. There's still a chance for maybe top cut for Martin. But yeah, GG's. GG's, GG's. Remember.
Changed. I went on that. It didn't have either of them. Update. Oh yeah, it's yours.
can't fix it. In this tournament. What's this? I don't think there'll be an issue, but it's like kids playing Mario this week. They're going to use No, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, just tell them where to go.
Oh yeah.
Playing each other?
Oh no, they're sitting up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Language!
Oh, okay. Just me? Oh, that's right.
Like you want it.
The last one was... take it with you at lunch? Did you take it with you at lunch? Funny, that's shit. Do this one. Leave it on here. Because I got then, like, future. Just have it ready. If anything happens, I'll just send support.
Got it? Got it? Lucky, lucky. Oh. It's tough. And it's hard, it's pretty tough. HP. Okay. Good awesome. Wow. Jeez. Time. Rough. Alright, I'm back. Well, that game went to timer, so Jack got the first win there. that Dusclops is interesting tech, including having like Kilowatt Troll and whatnot, and there's no Dusclops coming this second time around. It's very interesting. I wonder what happens here. Whether he can figure it out to get ahead or not. We'll see. We'll see. It's good practice for those that are going to Brisbane though. Oh, it does unselects the Kilowatt Troll, doesn't want to bring it this time. Oh, does he? Unselects the Bass Caliber, unselects the Goldengo, thinking about something else. So he's gonna bring the old faithful Dusclops perhaps. It's hovering. Ursaluna is there at first with Dusclops. Huh. Incineroar in the back, and it's very rare people bring Ursaluna up front. But I think Jack's confident that Dusclops is not going to die and he's going to successfully get Trick Room up regardless. There also could be a cheeky move where Jack just actually commits to attacking the with the Ursaluna and just get free damage as well. The obvious play is protect Trick Room, but the unobvious play that could get Jack really ahead is to Trick Room and just Headlong Rush or something like that. But it's interesting. Guess sub as well, true. This is interesting. Game taking a second to recollect itself and figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, there we go. So if there's Intimidate onto that. Alright, Frisk is interesting. I like it. Okay. You're right, Bantorica looks like that's the play. That can get really far ahead if he pulls it off. But also, you got to be careful that if the Incineroar knocks off the Ursaluna, you're pretty far behind. Not far, but you get behind a little bit. Let's see. Protect is there. The taunt, that's good tech. Well played, well played. Well played. Ursaluna does go for the substitute. But this is also, he's kind of lucky that he knocks Ursaluna. Yeah. He does, yeah, went for the taunt instead. So you play that game. But now Ursaluna's kind of behind a wall at the moment. And now a Headlong Rush can get pretty damaging. Dusclops can swap out, swap in. Does he need Trick Room? Now he needs to figure out how to work outside of not being able to get Trick Room up here. Incineroar's kind of a good player, but then you also proc its Defiant from King Gambit. Baxcalibur might be okay. Alan, let him know that they can go for lunch now. Yeah. Return at 2:45 because people are still playing. 2:45. Swords Dance from Gambit. Headlong Rush comes in. Definitely gonna drop the key. Gambit. Okay. I mean, I guess the Intimidate from Incineroar paid dividends there. Right. So there's fake out pressure. There's all sorts of stuff happening now. But the King Gambit's kind of scary. He does have Sucker Punch, maybe. But Sucker Punch not gonna do. I mean, +3 Sucker Punch, King Gambit can still hurt. But it's not gonna really hurt. I guess you had to protect the King Gambit here and allow. You need that sub to go down. So this Luna does protect as well. Grassy Glide. Trying to break that sash. Or trying to break that sub rather. Flare Blitz comes in to the King Gambit. Imagine if it had gone into the Rillaboom slot, would have been great. Yeah, Terra Normal Facade might be a play. Covering for any swap-ins or terrors or whatever. It's a safe play. Perhaps. Crystallization now comes for the King Gambit side. Terra Dark or Fire is a nice little play here. Perhaps just going for kind of a defensive play to not get flare blitzed. And the Terra also comes up the Jack side as well. Opting for the Terra Normal to not get hit by Grassy Glide and have the substitute broken. It's Grassy Glide. To drop it, it does still makes the sub fade. King Gambit comes out. There you go. Nice counter cleave into the Ursaluna, doesn't get to move. And the Flare Blitz. Will this survive? Oh yeah, it does. Huge turn, crazy turn for King Gambit there. Being +3 now. Now the Baxcalibur's in. Threatens both sides. King Gambit might protect here. But do you take that chance of allowing it to protect? Or do you go straight for the Rillaboom? Let's see. Sucker Punch is also very threatening. It's very threatening to Baxcalibur if it was to go for it. So you kind of pinned him here. Because priority is now a problem. And if you just Sucker Punch the Baxcalibur, you drop the Baxcalibur. Instant can only like Flare Blitz into something, the Rillaboom comes out. Incineroar comes in. Safe play, a nice play, just to drop the attack at the backs. King Gambit does protect though. Glaive Rush, run to the Incineroar. Straight into it. Parting shot. Into the Incineroar. Incineroar going back out. Into the Pokeballs of JR Martin. The Dusclops now gets a bit of play. Dusclops can't really do anything here. You risk yourself getting kowtowed. You can actually ignore the Dusclops. And the haze actually, what am I talking about? The haze is deadly, dude. The haze really takes King Gambit off its pedestal. The Incineroar comes in. Allows for Defiant to be procced again. Fake out into Baxcalibur, which is very dangerous, and this Kowtow cleave is going to hurt Bax a lot. But it doesn't go for the Bax, it goes for the Incineroar instead. That does a decent amount of damage. You can imagine if we went to the back slot, it's pretty much game over. Yeah, but you're definitely right, because yeah, the Dusclops
wouldn't want a haze because you do drop to the cow tower for sure. But then you bring Incineroar to get hit, so it's kind of tough. Like, Jack's being pinned. But there's a will, there's a way. Baxcalibur does come out. Dusclops comes back in. Citrus Berry, safety goggles. And Gambit protects. It's just sitting there, just chilling, just being a presence. Let's really protect the king. Starting shot. Rillaboom comes out. Excalibur comes in. Yeah, it's tough. Now it's just Swapperoo, just swap, Swapperoo. Just Incineroar covered in, just providing the fake out support, just boosting that King Gambit to godlike status. Godlike status. It's probably +5 now. Fake out comes in, a Kowtow either way drops. Drops either Pokemon. And that's going to be the Baxcalibur. Just crit didn't matter whatsoever. Would have killed 3 Baxcaliburs. But that sword is as sharp as a machete. Just slices through. And the Dusclops comes in, and yeah, it's not looking great. Well, very well played. Good adjustment from Christian here. Christian is playing it safe, bringing up the Rillaboom just to provide more fake out pressure and thing. We might see the King Gambit get faked out, and the haze might come on off as well. But the Trick Room comes off instead. Maybe trying to get a bit of momentum here. There's nothing saying that a fake out or knock off. Actually, no, he's gonna get faked out. Incineroar's gonna get faked out here. The haze is also free. And the haze just really does. You could see a knockoff might come in, might crit. It's close. The grassy terrain. Up. Yes. Unless yeah. Alright. Battle's cancelled, yeah. GG's, Christian gets in. Go on to a game 3, guys. Alright, this team starts to be familiar. Oh mate, you've seen it before, haven't you? Shout out to Dim the Sim. Killer Watcher all in the house, baby. Let's go. Sorry, it's a bit loud out here, but I'll try provide some form of commentary as possible. We've got JR Man versus Christian Mosati. 2 big teams coming in. We have Christian sent out King Gambit and then Incineroar. Killer Watcher gets a showcase for the first time in this set. And Goldingo. Goldingo, mate. Here it comes. This game's trying to figure out what's going on. It's a switch 1 and switch 2 trying to communicate with each other. Here it comes. The Killer Watchel gets a competitive boost, which is very nice. 2 times special attack. We might see a discharge protect here. I don't know if Killer Watchel has Pokefolk, I forgot. I think that's Ghost Terror, they might go for it. Could be a nasty plot here, but also Goldango might need to protect just in case Incineroar does something funny instead of faking out. Christian's got to be really careful what he decides to do in this situation, because if he gets ahead with the Killer Watchful, it's pretty much game over, eh? But also at the same time, he's got a King Gambit that can also go for a Swords Dance, perhaps. We will see. Both players just being careful. Killer Watchel protects instead, being on the safe side. And so do the Goldango. Just want to see what's going on, be safe. Both players, both Pokemon want to play with each other, next to each other. The knockoff, like I mentioned, just had to be careful. This actually goes into Killer Watchel slot instead. Kowtow. Goes to the Goldingo, mate. Okay. Both players coming in. Jack needs to get a win. Christian needs to get a win. Actually, Jack actually pretty much cuts really. So Christian needs to get that win here. His resistance will definitely go up or down depending. The Make It Rain has been locked in. Thrustalization coming in from the Goldingo. Terra Steel it is. Beautiful Steel Bond. Thunderbolt comes in right into the King Gambit and almost drops it, but the Make It Rain is definitely going to clean it up. And the King Gambit doesn't get to play the game. Doesn't get to play, but it leaves Incineroar to either attack with a Flare Blitz or a knockoff. But the momentum, oh, is definitely on Jack's side. The bird is so good. It's the T-Bolt. Here it comes now. Rillaboom's here as well. Fake out pressure's on. But the bird is still in such a good position, eh? Don't be throwing poo, mate. We also bring Incineroar here with in the Goldango slot. Reset the Goldango, special defense drops, protect the Killer Watchel perhaps. Can try get ahead by maybe high horsepowering the Incineroar slot, but do you do that? I don't know. Here comes Incineroar. Oh, the things aren't working. The I've turned things on. Channel redeems. I don't know if it is. Oh, it could be working. I don't know. I don't know if the channel redeems are working right now. The Grassy Seed is on. Killer Watchel does protect. Incineroar has joined the fray to provide some fake out pressure. Rillaboom fakes out that slot. Not going to do anything. Still has his Terror. Oh no, he doesn't have his Terror though, so... On a refund. I'll Killer Watchel to go to sleep, I reckon. Probably. Probably, but we'll see, we'll see. Do a text-to-speech with Nada. I'm reporting you to Consumer Affairs. Sneasel protects. Scouting. Fake out goes into Rillaboom. I didn't see what Killer Watchel locked into, but the air slash goes in and pretty much we could call it a one shot. Goes to the Rillaboom and goes down. This Killer Watchel's done so much damage. Knocked out 2 Mons already, 2 big pieces of Christian's side. And now Incineroar, and it's Sneasel just on its own. The competitive is again, this Killer Watchel if it had discharge would be insane damage. He can't go in, so you'll get him. Oh my lord. You must be very proud to see him watching this. No discharge on this though. To be sure. Pretty much. Faker comes into Kilowattrel. Might see a Dark Claw. Close combat instead. Into the Incineroar, drops it. Big KO. Christian just fighting back to get some momentum. Doing well. Getting Incineroar is a good start. Legit. What a bird. Actually isn't over. Actually isn't over. But time to shine, that's true. I think Jack is trying to figure out a way that he doesn't actually fall behind here. Let's find out, let's figure it out. I don't know, you guys can probably assess the situation better than I can. What do you guys reckon? Close combat right into the Goldengo, drops it. Yeah, I was gonna say, Christian can't win, this is not over yet. However, if this if this Sneasler goes down, it's over. But okay, so the Incineroar goes down. It seems like it. But also unburdened from Sneasler. There's no tailwind either, so. You can't attack 2 slots here. This should be a game. We got it for Facade or the. Yeah, no tailwind. Didn't get the tailwind up. Can't recall if Christian has burned his Terror or not. But combat instead into the bird. Is it enough? Ooh, ew, my lord. Get up. Do an air slash. You go for T-ball instead. Oh my god, Maridon. Holy moly. I think I might knock Christian out of the top cut. We'll see. That's game 3. Yeah, that's GG's. Wow. Kilowattrel just dropped. It actually killed 4 mons or 3 mons? Holy moly. Jack won, yeah. Oh, damn. Right, Dragonite Goldengo for your website, and we've got
The bear! And two bears, right? We got the, or apes rather. Ape bear? Bear ape? Rillaboom and Ursaluna as well, with the Grassy Seed has been procced thanks to actually the opposing opponent's Pokemon, Gerald. Super loud. Might want to scroll it down here. Just on the volume, you see the Pod 2 volume. Scroll it down a bit. So loud. Yep. Alright. Now just to look at the board state at the moment while I'll just figure out the team sheets. Yep, yeah, I've got them. Alright, Drum Beating comes out from Rillaboom into the Goldengo, reducing its speed, maybe predicting a Terra, because we have seen in the past Goldengo, or Yoav's Goldengo does like to Terra first turn and just go for something. But it didn't need to, I guess, just in case the Rillaboom did go for that move. We have the Scale Shot come in. It's going to do a little bit of damage into the Rillaboom. It might actually go all the way. It doesn't kill it. It does get a defense drop. Boost its speed as it does, or should. The Earth Power though, right into the Goldengo, but it does survive. It's such a bulky Goldengo, and the Nasty Plot is there. You can imagine the strategy here is that the Dragonite can tail in, and he can also make it rain here to go for big damage. But he might also protect the Goldengo and maybe just go for another hit with Dragonite, so gotta be really careful how we play this. I do see that Jack does have the Goldengo in the bag, just in case to, I guess, maybe take and make it rain without any too much residual effect. But yeah, big first turn. Big first turn. But there might be an option where the Ursaluna is just hovering above perhaps the Terrain Cultivation. You don't know if he'll commit to it, but it's there just to resist the make it rain. And Gerald does come back, not liking its kind of position at the moment. And here comes Big at the actual Goldengo for Jack's side. Let's get a grassy seed boost as well, which this is so common. Crystallization coming out. The Ursaluna, they commit to the Terra Electric. Terra Electric Ursaluna, the Talon comes up. And you can probably imagine a see and make it rain here, which it goes for. And the Yawn, providing a little bit of disruption onto that Dragonite. Very interesting thought. Okay, now Leftovers is in play. So with the grassy terrain, now Goldengo on your end is so bulky. Even with the special like defense boost. Oh sorry, the regular defense boost. Play and a half. Now what's the play? Dragonite comes out, repositioning, not liking its position. Here comes Ursaluna, trying to get its own Ursaluna. The Shadow Ball right into the Goldengo. Is this enough? And it is. It's a good call. The Tailwind puts it up, makes it faster. Jack losing that Goldengo is rough. The Yawn comes out into the Ursaluna as well. Both Ursalunas facing each other. One's Terra Electric, one's non-Terra. Yo, I've still yet to burn his Terra yet. The problem with terrestrializing into Terra Electric is Yoav does have his Ursaluna does have Earth Power as well, so it can hurt. Even though Jack's Ursaluna doesn't have the Assault Vest, has leftovers. No is there, Blizzard is free, it's fast.
Can it freeze? Can it hit the Goldengo as hard as it needs to hit? I'm not sure. The Earth Power is also an option. Goldengo is also free to go for Mega Rain. Earth Luna comes out. Arcanine comes in. They drop, not going to do much, but probably there just to take it. Blizzard. Probably there. The Roar Veil is very nice. This will be set for the end game. Now you need to calculate a bit differently. That's Shadow Ball goes into the... Too much. The Earth Power comes back in return. Probably going to drop it. 100% will. Now we're in a position. So now I wonder whether the Oscillator is fine to do Earth Power. Tailwind is still up, I think, for one more turn, just to be mindful on the OF side. Grassy Terrain is still there. Here comes this Luna. And I guess Jack just doing the right thing, the safe thing, just trying to stall out the Tailwind here. Not do anything silly and play it safe for the time being. Yep. Protect. Protect. Slide. Okay. Joab revealing his hand. Opposing Earth Power doesn't go. Tailwind, I believe is stored out. Now we can understand, I think perhaps, that the Ninetales is the fastest thing on the field. And the grass is also gone too. Ninetales, into order of turns, Ninetales, Arcanine, and whichever's Blood Moons versus Lunas is going to go first. Whether it's not speed tying or not, I'm not sure. I didn't see the interactions of the Grassy Terrain recovery. Blizzard comes out, does a bit onto the Earth Luna, not enough. Can it get a freeze? Nope. Citrus Berry does get procced on Yoab. Rock Slide coming in, gonna do a little bit of damage. Nothing too wild, but the Luna gets flinched. Oh, does it? No, it does get flinched. Oh wow, that's rough. Hell's Ivy Vital, good to see you. We're just running a tournament at the moment, in-person tournament. That's a massive flinch. That secured the game as well, didn't it? Perhaps. Yoab just playing with Yoab's Arcanine, loving it. First flinch I've seen from the Arcanine.
Challenge 2, final. Parents are out for round 3.
Protect. Protect. What's up, King E? Hope work's going well, mate. Congratulations on your 8 points today. Drum beating. To that slot. Snow might be going in the next turn. Alrighty. Free Blizzard and perhaps a stopping Tantrum. we do know that the Terra's burned from Jack's side. The Terra still hasn't been burned yet from Yoav's side. Alright, terrestrialization now is being committed by Yoav. When we run to the Ursaluna, the Terra is going to be a Terra Electric, as most Ursalunas now tend to be. Jack comes out. Just scouting to see what's going on. Drum beating, reduces the speed of the Arcanine. Does a decent amount of chip damage, to be honest. Blood Moon going right into the ape. The flare blitz. If they double committed into the Luna's game over. But I think now Jack's decision just to figure out, okay, how can I prepare for next game? The Raw Veil is now gone. True speed. Ooh, 1 HP. So the vacuum just cleans it up, recognizing really is actually the problem here. And the blizzard. If you get a freeze, ooh, it's not enough. Regardless if you get the freeze, you get the flare blitz from Arcanine's side. And I think this is going to be game. Jack recognizing it. Probably going to set up for next round, see what he can do to adjust. Alright, game 2. What adjustments did each trainers make? I'm not 100% sure, but let's figure it out. Gargnackle has been a problem for most trainers here. They hate the Gargnackle, and now it's here. Now here to play. Can it make an impact on this game 2? We'll figure it out. It does have the wide guard pressure as well, just to be mindful of that. Big on the field. Terrestrialization comes up. We didn't see the terrestrialization committed this early last time from Yellow, but he's gone for it now because he's seen the matchup and he likes it. No Rillaboom there. The Blizzard goes on. Do we get a freeze? If we do, it might be interesting. Just Berry gets the Oranga Berry ready to go. Boosting its special defense. Likes it. See the Flare Blitz coming in right into the Ninetales. It's going to take it down to its Sash. Very valuable Sash right now. The Make It Rain. Oh, doesn't get enough on the Incineroar. Sorry, the Arcanine. So he's calling Incineroar. Okay, there goes the Soul Cure. Might have had a missed opportunity to go for a nasty plot there. And then be able to go for pure damage. But we'll see now. There's extreme speed pressure, there's Salt Cure pressure, there's nasty plot as well from the other for the Goldengo, which it could go for. At the same time, the Ninetales can switch out if it needs to, which it does. And the opposing Arcanine comes in to provide a bit of Intimidate pressure on the opposing Arcanine. It does have Clear Amulet. I think this is a pretty safe switch in, and Gold Echo comes out. And in comes the Dragonite. It's gonna have its multi-scout broken. Specialization now be committed by Jack. Terra flying pyramid. The Great Pyramids, the aliens, or was it the Egyptians? Who knows, but it's flying and here comes the extreme speed. Not gonna do much. The critical hits may be valuable. The recover is free. That's exactly what you mentioned. Everything is weak to Rock Slate. And again, if it misses Dragonite, it'd be tricky. Good flip to Dragonite though. Doesn't have enough focus. In return, it's just rock sliding everywhere. Avalanches. Scale shot, very nice. A couple of crits here could get it down all the way. A crit could seal it. A crit could seal it. A crit could seal the deal. Oh nah. Full cure onto the Arcanine. It's definitely not gonna like that. But this is very valuable chip damage. Now what do we do? Interesting spot at Jackson right now. Does he bring in something offensive, or does he bring some fake out type stuff and recover again? I wonder how much that missed rock slide would have been dealt. Probably okay, probably very close. Game you play, isn't it? It's a gamble you gotta do. Alrighty. Let's fake out pressure for you. Who needs to fake out the most? Do you need to recover here? Or do you need to sulk cure? That's the question. Recovering might put it in a good position to just, you know, stay on the field for a little bit longer, but you won't provide any offense. There's the fake out. Is there a tailwind from Dragonite to set up the endgame? No, there's a scale shot instead. Nice. Now Jack, down to his last mod. Going to be the Blood Minnow, so Dragonite being the fastest thing in the field. The opposing Arcanine flinched though. Interesting. You can imagine it could have been a Rock Slide in return, or sorry, rather a Flare Blitz. Here comes the Blood Minnow Saluna. Tricky position. Beorb has the Pokemon advantage, has the speed advantage. Protect. Nice. Stall out a little bit, see what he's gonna do. Both protect. You're just playing it safe. Playing it safe. Doesn't need to go on the aggressive, offensive right now. Blood Moon. Very well played by Yoai because you stopped the Blood Moon. You stopped actually lots of damage coming in. Because now the Earthling that what can only go for is protect Yawn or Earth Power. Which I guess, yeah, Earth Power might help with the Arcanine, but how are you going to stop the Dragonite? Could you on it? Sure. Crossy Light. Oh, what a call. Critical hit doesn't matter. Nah. Good, Jack falling back. But I think that was just trying to reset the Incineroar coming back in. His scale shots are very nice. They do a lot of damage. Dragonite is going to be down -3. Thanks, Hells. Yawn. Tricky. Yo, still has the Pokemon advantage right now. Still has the Pokemon advantage. Interesting. Grassy Glide into the Dragonite. Predicting something, not sure. Scale shot. Or does it probably knows it's going to go down, so just try to get some damage off regardless. And Gerald finally goes down. Leaves Jack to his final Pokemon. Which is the Ursaluna. Which is not that fast. And looking likely that it's going to take a Flare Blitz for its troubles. And it does, and it takes it to half-ish. 53%. And the Earth Power comes in, gonna drop it all day, every day. And it's looking like the Dragonite can just scale shot its way to victory. If it can miss, but the Dragonite is also, actually I forgot, asleep. Now we have the Ninetales returning. And just be mindful that the Blood Moon Ursaluna, I believe, that Jack has, doesn't have Vacuum Wave. So it's going to take a Blizzard for its troubles. Dragonite attempts to either Protect or Tailwind. The Blizzard comes in, and it does enough, and Yoab is going to the finals. What a KO, and what a game from both players. Extremely well calculated. Very well.
Thanks for today.
No worries, see you in Brisbane.
See you in Brizzy. Yeah.
Take care. That's alright, it's okay. Something I need to do really quickly. Alright, good luck. Ooh, good song, good song. Here it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the finals. Welcome, good to have you. What's going on? It's looking. We have Jack, and now we have Yoab finally in the finals. Two juggernauts of the local scene. We have the Dusclops and Incineroar up against Ninetales of Goldengo. Goldengo's Wall of Terror. 9 times a turn it kind of goes out and goes for, which I imagine that it does do this Terror here right now. Well, let's see, we'll find out, next time on WWE. Drassilization, yeah, I called it, I knew it. What if Jack called it too? Find out. Alright, Nasty Pot comes off. typical play from Yellow. He loves to do a nasty plot. The parting shot also goes through. Goes into that Rillaboom, does re-pivot, and we might see a Ursula come in along with a Dusclops skull for the Trick Room. There it is. Yeah, this gives a free switch in for Ursaluna. You know that Jack hasn't committed his Terra yet, so Ursaluna could also go for the Terra Ghost to ensure that there is a free switch, but there's a haze pressure as well from Dusclops, which is fun, very fun. Board position. LA TV, what's going on? Thanks for the bonk, man. Alright, Protect comes out, just reserving itself. The fake out is also there, making sure that it doesn't have to actually commit the Terra, it can actually Protect. Which leaves the Dusclops to go for free haze, dropping all the special attack boosts that Goldango got. That change is now eliminated, and the Shadow Ball goes right into Dusclops. Not going to do as much as you'd hoped, but does enough. Does enough to chip. Now, Ursaluna's kind of in a tricky position. I think that probably has to Terrestrialize just in case the Grassy Glide crits or does unnecessary damage. It also allows the Dusclops just to do whatever he wants here. The biggest threat on the field is probably the Goldango, because it could just sit there, super bulky. The tech that Yellow has is very strong. Right, here comes Ninetales. Ninetales. Goes to Terrestrialization now. The Terra normal as we know. Know and love and see. The Will-O-Wisp into the Ninetales. Gonna break the sash actually, very handy. But you think maybe the Nightshade would have been nice too. The Facade comes in right into the slot of the Goldango. Gonna get low all the way rather. Very convenient having that Goldango gone. That Goldango's been a problem against everybody that's played in today's challenge. And now, might have a return of the Rillaboom here. Or its own Ursaluna, which is a Blood Moon Ursaluna. Both Mons have access to either Protect and can maybe stall out another turn of Trick Room. And that's what it is, that's what it's all about when you're playing against Trick Room. You're going to try play in it, try stall it. Given that Dusclops does guarantee Trick Room, the Ninetales does come out, and we can see the Rillaboom probably come in now. Applying some pressure in terms of fake out. The Protect is there from Ursaluna. Quite a standard pivoting game in terms of just all. The Nightshade though does a decent amount of little chip damage onto the Rillaboom, very nice. Facade, if it was targeted into the Rillaboom, that would have been a problem. But it goes into the Ursaluna instead. Dusclops almost nearing its full HP. Ursaluna pretty much at full HP. Rillaboom gets healed by the grassy terrain. Yeah, it's tricky. There's one more turn. Need to work through here. There is fake out pressure. So we do know that Rio's biggest piece in terms of Goldango is gone. And not having that piece is very difficult to navigate around. Here comes a Shining Zero. Drops the attacks on both Pokemon. Will-O-Wisp is there.
Burns the Rillaboom. That's big. Blood Moon. Probably gonna give half. Yeah. Drum beating. Not gonna do anything at all. Tickles him. Tickles the Tuskbox with the vines. The snow is now stopped. Next, there's a fake out. Trick Room returns once again. Now, people that do play the Trick Room team, I have mentioned it before, that if they ever get 2 Trick Room turns up in a row, or in the game itself, for the one game, they're able to win the game, or most of the time they will win the game. Protect comes out. Nightshade into the Alola Ninetales. Earth Power right into the Incineroar. Does a lot of damage. That's definitely a high level, but the knockoff, it does well to knock off also with the Citrus Berry. Not enough to proc it, which is good. Now, situation here is actually looking kind of tough for Jack because both of his mons are pretty on low HP right now. Given that he does have Trick Room, still very tough. Nightshade into the Ninetales. Blood Moon into the Dusclops. Yeah, Dusclops now at its last laugh and now it goes down. Flare Blitz right into the Ninetales, drops the Ninetales. Everyone's trading. You can imagine that now that the Incineroar's recall brings it pretty low. Yes, Luna or the Goldengo might be the play. It's only 2 plays rather. Yes, Luna has to be the play here. There's fake out pressure. There is one shot pressure. Two turns of Trick Room left. Does Jack have enough to get it done in 2 turns of Trick Room? When Trick Room expires. Very tough. Fake out into the Ursaluna. Smart play. Earth Power into the Incineroar, targeting right. There's 1 turn of Trick Room left now. 1 turn. Ursaluna can protect. The Rillaboom can't. Goldengo's in. Nervous for most of these guys. Facade. Right into the Rillaboom, that's a great target. Blood Moon. Goes for the Blood Moon. Is it enough? No, it's not. Burns gonna take it either way because the grassy terrain's still up. Twisted Dimensions are now return to normal. Very tricky one here. I do believe Jax pretty much turns around, done well. Like having that Goldengo gone. Protect is good just to get a bit of the grassy terrain recovery. Very smart. Well played. Love it. I love every minute of it. Jack has gone 6-0. 7-0 rather, all the way. Without losing a match to anyone. I don't know how many games he is won without dropping a set, but yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, we're on to the next one. Let's go, guys. This is it. Goldengo, Ursaluna, Dusclops, Incineroar. Yoav needs to figure out a way to keep his Goldengo safe and away from harm for as long as possible to win this game. Jack needs to keep in Trick Room, do as much damage as he can inside Trick Room. Shadow Ball. Right into it. Does a decent amount of damage there. Parting shot into the protector of the Ursaluna. Now we've got the Trick Room that's up now. Would have... I can understand why I've not gone for the nice spot here because of the haze pressure. Would have been able to get it off. This here if you went for the nice spot, so it's good going for the damage. But I reckon he probably needs to swap out the Goldengo and leave it for a later game. Try to get rid of this Dusclops, which is the problem. Dusclops does come back though, done its job. This slot is wide open to get hit. Ursaluna comes in. Terastallization has now been committed. Onto Incineroar. It's going to be a Flying Terror. Probably predicting an Earth Power to come in into Incineroar. Jack making the hard read, and it does make the hard read. It's very good. The parting shot though, coming up. Went for it last time, gets it this time, goes out, comes back in, probably with either the Goldengo or the Dusclops once again. Probably the Dusclops because it works well in Trick Room here. Make it rain. Boom! Critical hit on Ursaluna though, which is very big. a bit more damage than Jack would have hoped. Who's the biggest problem here? The Goldengo? Or is it Ursaluna? Credit to Yoav though, providing pressure, attacking pressure as well, inside a Trick Room. You can imagine maybe the Ursaluna might want to swap out into a Rillaboom here, but it stays in. The Dusk Clock goes for the Nightshade into Goldengo. That's the start. Not enough. Procs the Citrus Berry. All these Pokemon are built to live. Blood Moon. This is gonna hurt. Is it enough? Yes. And what comes into play? Did that crit come into play with the Blood Moon? I'm not sure. Single target, Dusclops gets hurt. Still in it though. And Jack's main offensive option is kind of gone at the moment. Because he does have Goldengo in the back, but it won't do too well inside of Trick Room. Perhaps against Ursaluna. Given that Jack's already terrored into Terra Flying. It'll be a free target. Jack. Perhaps maybe making a call here. Doesn't have to go for the Nightshade. But he does go for Will-O-Wisp, and I think he might have got the call right if he comes in with a Rillaboom here, but the Dragonite actually, yeah. He's going to suffer badly being burnt, but also the Goldengo comes out as well, so either target that he might have targeted gets a Rillaboom. So who gets it worse, the Rillaboom being burnt or the Dragonite? Perhaps maybe the Dragonite. And it misses. Oh, that's so rough. He went for he got the call right, but he misses for his trouble. That's how accurate it could be. The Assault Vest is gone. Oh, that's rough. It always comes down to Will-O-Wisp miss. You make the right call. One more turn of Trick Room as well. It would have put him not as far behind now, or I wouldn't say behind, but then the playing field would be much more interesting if Will-O-Wisp had hit. Rusty Glide, is it enough? Oh, it is. It's enough. Looking like Yoav's thriving in the Trick Room here. Given that he has priority, protects, swaps, in and out. Cinerock goes out. Goldengo comes in. Scale Shot. 2, 3. Forward Grit. But now Trick Room's over, and Jack doesn't have an option to go for Trick Room here. He needs to provide some offense. He needs to find a way to turn this around. Definitely not over having a Goldengo on the field. If you have a Goldengo in a Dream, you should be fine. He does have redirection. Sorry, he does have fake out pressure. He can also go for his own nasty plot as well to set up for endgame. Dragonite does protect, which is good. The fake out's there for Rillaboom, so that's a very smart fake out. Not feeling baited by the Dragonite. The nasty plot is good, and will set him up for the endgame nicely. Could be a tailwind from the side of Dragonite as well. Just got to be careful. But he has to go for the Make It Rain here. And the haze is big. A high horsepower. Oh, does enough damage to get it really close to a KO. The Make It Rain is not enough. The haze was big. In the grand scheme of things. Not wanting to go for the tail, but instead and just reducing the Goldengo's pressure, which was a smarter play for sure. The knock off. Knocks off Dragonite's loaded dice. Goldengo being in range can also still protect, needs CI to make a call. Ursaluna on lower HP. see an out, but it needs to rely on Yoav to hold the track with that out. Yoav is in front. Got 3 Pokemon. Jack got 2 Pokemon. Protect. Have to go for it. Or do you? Answer correct. The vacuum wave. Gotta be careful. Big burst with blood. First one right there. Tailwind. Smart. Setting up for endgame. Flare Blitz. Into the Ursaluna. Drops it. No priorities there anymore. Jack is playing this right towards the end game, but Yora still has 1 more Pokemon left. The Goldengo. And this is a grass Goldengo as well. Looking tough. 1 special attack. Drop. Tailwind. You know that Goldengo already protected. There's a Shadow Ball that can go into the Goldengo here. But goes for the dog, gets a double protect. Has to go for it. Had to go for it. The Scale Shot though into the Incineroar. That's a critical hit. That's not a critical hit. That's another hit. That's another hit. Does he make it rain here, or does he go for the Shadow Ball into the Goldengo? That's the question. Yeah, he does. Knock off. Into the Dragonite. Jack has found his out. Now. If the Goldengo goes for a triple protect, might be the play. It's gonna go down. Goes for the attacking option instead. Knock off. Shadow Ball. Yeah, you have to get rid of that one. Could have went for the triple. Incineroar versus Goldengo. Both terrestrialized mons towards the end. The Goldengo gets hit pretty hard because it still had its Grassy Seed. Now, the Make It Rain single target should be enough to get the KO, and that was well played. Well played. My lord. Yoav defeating the undefeated Jack in the finals. What a game. Wow. That was amazing. That was such a good game. Sorry if my commentary was too loud, but that was a good game. Oh my god. That's a finals game and a half. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves. I'm gonna head out and end it there. Yoav. Wait. Oh. Is there one more game? Oh jeez, I thought, oh. Yeah, I thought, okay. Oh, we got a game 3. Oh my god. Buckle in. My bad. I thought that was 3 games already. My god. Alright, we're in. I feel like I can watch these guys play so much now that I think like every game's a game 3. Alright, we're back. Bring back the bird, bro. Yeah, I wanted to see the bird, eh? Alright, premature on that one, but we'll come back to it now. We get a game 3. Here it is, the terrestrialization first turn. Yoav has done this pretty much most games, except bar 1 probably, that I've seen on stream, but he goes to the Terra, likes the Terra on the Goldengo. No, not falling to the Incineroar, stop the Shadow Ball, same thing, I've seen this before, the Shadow Ball goes right into the Dust Clops, does the same amount of damage as before. Parting Shot, doesn't protect this time, Ursaluna, did protect last time.
And yeah, Jack has to bring the Ursaluna in. He's got his lines into this. Blood Moon. Very nice play into the Ursaluna. Does lots of damage. You think it'd be half. The Trick Room goes up. Now Ursaluna gets it procced. Now Dusclops is in kind of a not an awkward position, but a decent position to, I guess, figure something out. Maybe threatening Will-O-Wisps. Ursaluna substituting is very tricky here. Go for the safe play. What do you go on the offense here? I think Jack might have to go on the offense here. The Terra normal substitute would have been goaded. Gets like 2 subs. There's the Terra. Very nice. Protect from Ursaluna. The protect from Goldengo's there, kind of probably could have substituted. Goldengo does protect. I'm playing cautious at the moment. A little bit into the Blood Moon, because why not? Might as well threaten it. Facade. This is a Terra normal Facade. Right into the Goldengo and should drop the Goldengo. Even though that Goldengo is super bulky, never was gonna live that. But I don't know if Yola was willing to sack something in that spot, maybe like Incineroar, I don't know, Thunderstruck, sorry. Rillaboom or something. I think he's happy with having that sack given his position right now. Rillaboom here. Nice, Surge is up, baby. Checking his Trick Room, turns out there's 2 turns of Trick Room left. There's a Will-O-Wisp pressure as well, fake out. Probably going to go into the Ursaluna, but might provide Jack with a switch in. There's also the Ursaluna. Blood Moon Ursaluna, they can also go on the offensive again. There's the fake out to Ursaluna, not getting a chance to move. There might be a chance where the Blood Moon Ursaluna can also knock out the Ursaluna. Which it doesn't go for, it goes for the Blood Moon instead, onto the Dusclops. Dusclops just taking that shot. Okay, one more turn of Trick Room here now. Probably predict the Ursaluna to go for a protect here, maybe a Grassy Glide from Rillaboom here to take out Ursaluna. Actually, you probably don't even need to protect with Ursaluna, leave Blood Moon Ursaluna if you've got Grassy Glide pressure. I guess maybe Jack trying to find a way to mitigate damage. I don't know if he's going to keep the Ursaluna alive unless he is able to swap out with it. Dusclops does come out though. This is a match of a lifetime. For 15 points, this is what you can get. Expect down at Pokefolk Sydney Locals. Class A Pokemon battles. Cup Dragonite comes in. Vacuum Wave as well is pressurizing too. Critical hit doesn't matter. Well, now you get your critical hit, Pantorocat. There's your critical hit, mate. Let's go. Here's a Goldengo. Fake out. Who do you fake out here? Fake out the Dragon out? Or the Ursaluna? Ursaluna has been parting shot at, just remember that. It's still got a special attack drop. So I'd be wary what I do here with Ursaluna, because Dragonite comes out. Little Boom comes in. Back into the Ursa. Make it rain. The Goldengo! Rillaboom burned. Ursaluna burned. Rillaboom probably now just defaulting into a fake out user right now. Rillaboom, Drum beating. Drops the speed of the Incineroar. Tickles him a little bit. The critical hit again. Crits not stop, make a rain comes in. Drops the Ursaluna. Rillaboom manages to stay awake. Trigger happy empath, very huge. Flare Blitz is enough. Into the Rillaboom. Looking close now. The end is near. I love that. It's the same gen starters. Yeah, going back and forth. I think Jack's found a way to dismantle Yoab's team right now. Gonna play it safe though, just to be careful. The battle was cancelled. And there we have it. Jack Roth goes undefeated all the way throughout the tournament. Holy moly, guys. Now it's over. My god, what a match. That's a high level match. Very, very high level. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be back on live around 6:30ish. We still have game 4.